Alright, Schlockmeister fans, re-review from my previous channel, horror kind of classic from the 80s. It's called The BOOGENS. Let's watch it. As the opening credits roll, we see some old photos and some newspaper articles about a mine that apparently closed in 1912 because of some problems like that. Apparently, some miners reported being attacked by who or what, who knows. They've been closed for 69 years. Until 1981, of course, when they decided to open them back up again.
No fucking around. Watch your step and keep track of your buddies. This place has been closed since 1912. Don't tell them what kind of shape it's in.
So this is Mark and Roger, their buddies. And you're about to see the Crazy Ralph character lurking about. Now here's a woman whose name escapes me. She ran off the road. She was trying to get to this cabin where she's going to meet Roger and Mark and these two other girls. Now she makes it there, but she runs into a little problem. We can't see what's dragging her, but clearly something is. Here are the two girls I mentioned, Trish and Jessica. Rebecca Balding and Anne-Marie Martin, respectively. And Tiger, the dog. Our miners have discovered an underground lake.
Is this a natural cavern?
Right.
We get some foreboding music when Trish goes to the basement to turn on the water heater. The boys are set to go get the girls.
What? You dare question the virility of Hormone Man? Why, it's Hormone Man! Able to lead tall women who are lightly bound!
And I thought you were being attacked by a total stranger.
The boys have arrived.
Hey, I'll just have no place to...
Trish and Mark are getting to know each other. The other couple know each other.
School together, journalism. And I just got a job at the Denver Post. So I moved out here from Pennsylvania 2 weeks ago.
It appears that Tiger has discovered something. A hiding place from whatever that is.
I'm just running out.
Trish and Mark hit it off, of course.
What about the old soft music back at my place approach? Does that do anything for you?
It's nice music here.
Oh, yeah.
Something grabbed Roger. Or tripped him. I'd say grabbed. Now his leg got torn up a little bit, but he managed to get away.
Jesus.
For long. Something is stalking in the house. Wow, Mark and Trish have completely hit it off. Meanwhile, the miners got some sort of warning here. A couple of crosses in the ground, and death.
In fact, it's damn weird for vandals.
I think I know who's behind it. I think this old codger's behind it. The guy who's been warning them. That's John Lormer. You might remember him from Creepshow. Good deal, you bitch.
Did Roger have car trouble or anything?
Why?
Well, I just talked to Jess. She happened to look in the garage and the pickup's in there.
Brian's pickup?
Yeah, I guess. The one Roger was supposed to take to Denver.
Jessica's turn to take a shower.
Oh, shut up. It's just easy.
Tiger has good reason to be upset. Because this is not normal. Probably shouldn't go over there, Tiger. She probably shouldn't go over there either. She runs, but she can't escape the boogans. Meanwhile, down in the underwater lake, they find Roger's body.
That's the young lad that was working for you, ain't it?
Who's there?
You couldn't let well enough alone, could you? You had to open them up.
Who in the hell are you?
I've been checking on these here tunnels all these years, making sure they were shut up tight. Checking on the tunnels into the houses, too. You wouldn't stay away when I warned you. Now I got it blasted closed again.
He manages to light that dynamite stick, but loses his life in the process. Back at the house, Trish is wandering around in the basement and she finds Jessica. She's looked better. And then as she tries to leave, we finally get our first glimpse of the creature. They shot it and thought it was dead. They thought wrong. Mark then goes after it with a pitchfork and seems to put an end to it. They then have to escape into the tunnels when the house starts on fire and explodes. And shit, another one. They eventually get out of there, toss another dynamite stick inside the mine, blow it up, and let's call it a movie. Alright, let's talk about the Boogens. Now, this is a movie, I think I mentioned this before. I made up this list of movies that had come on cable in the previous couple of years. Back in 1985 or so, I went back through all the old cable guides and I wrote the movies down and said, hey, if this ever come back, I will tape these movies. The Boogens was on that list. The Boogens happened to be, I think, the second to last one I ever was able to obtain. That and Gotta We Trust were the last two. The reason it took so long, there was 143 movies on this list, but the reason that this one took so long is it has never been released, or had never been released on VHS tape. Finally got a release, I believe, in 1997. They finally put this thing out, and I snatched it up from day one that it came out, and I was really happy to have it because it's been a long time since I'd seen it. So anyway, it's just a horror movie from 1981. I don't know why it took so long to come out on tape, and obviously now it's on DVD and Blu-ray. It's a Canadian-made film. It always kind of reminded me a little bit of My Bloody Valentine because it takes place in some mines, and like I said, I believe it is a Canadian-made film. Don't know if there was any crossover actors or actresses or not. But anyway, 1912, there was some attacks in some mines, and they closed the mines up. Now, 69 years later, or whatever the math is, they decided to reopen these mines. There's an old codger running around saying, I warned you, don't open the mines. It's kind of like the old Ralph from Friday the 13th movies. I guess his father had been in the mines years earlier, and he was the only one who escaped. The miners talked about somebody attacking them, or something attacking them. So anyway, they open these mines again, and sure enough, things start attacking. We don't really get a good look at the creature until the very end. We see like some tentacles and things going around. Basically, there's some creatures that have been living in the mines. There's some water down there, like an underground lake. And these creatures roam these tunnels down there. And apparently a lot of these tunnels have tunnel access to a lot of the homes in the area, which seems really odd to me, but nonetheless, that's what was going on here. So anyway, they come back, they start killing people one by one. Ultimately, we are left with this girl, what was her name, Trish, near the end of this movie, and her now boyfriend, whose name escapes me. They're in this house, and they're getting attacked by this creature. They're in the basement. These other guys come. They manage to kill the creature, or they think they killed the creature, but then some gas leaked in the house. Whole thing started on fire, so they had to escape through the tunnel. Then the house blew up. And then, of course, they run into another creature down there. They're able to get out of there eventually, and then everything blows up. The mines close, and I guess the two our two heroes manage to escape with their lives. That's pretty much it. It's basically a monster movie involving some creatures called the BOOGENS. And I don't know what they are. They look like giant maggots with tentacles or something. Apparently, although we see multiple creatures in this movie, they only made one actual prop. Rebecca Balding is in this movie. She's the star. She played Trish. Her friend Anne-Marie Smith, I think. Anne-Marie Martin is her name. She was in like Prom Night, Savage Harvest. I think she was in Halloween too also. Interestingly, I read on IMDb that she signed on to do a nude scene for this movie, but when it came time to do the scene, she refused. So, but it's kind of funny. In the scene where she's wearing a towel and she's being attacked by the creature, at one point, her left boob actually pops out of the towel. So you see nipple and all if you're looking very closely, and you probably got to freeze frame it, which I did. But it's there. Actually, I saw it online. That's where I learned it was there, and I verified it. So, yeah. So it's her only nude scene she's ever done, too. So accidental. So even though she agreed but didn't do it, we still see the boobie. So anyway, that is the BOOGENS. I actually enjoyed this movie. In fact, there's a quote here from Stephen King that says, I recommend the BOOGENS wildly energetic monster movie from Twilight Zone magazine back in, I guess, 1981. The film was filmed in January and February of 1981. And yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. I think it's pretty cool. So this Blu-ray was put out by, who put this out? Shit, I don't know who put this out. I've not even seen it. But there's some audio commentary by Rebecca Balding. So how about that, huh? Who put this movie out? Still don't know. It said Olive. There he goes. Olive Films. So there you go. Thank you, Olive Films, for putting this thing out on Blu-ray. It looks fantastic, by the way. So good job. So anyway, I'm going to recommend buying this, watching it. I'll leave a link on the Amazon down below if you want to buy this movie. And please do give Olive Films a little couple of bucks here. So check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about the BOOGENS. Watch it. Bye.